My preparation like a goat, realest shit I ever spoke. In the essence of my mind, pay my mind cause it's a quote. I ain't seen them under pressure, tell confessions, yeah they choke. They'll change it for $1 million, even lesser cause they broke. How the fuck you got a job and you out here sniffing dope? Gotta keep some type of distance or get caught up in that rope. Suckin' niggas always mimic when they think this shit a joke. Black Beetle, John Lennon, FBI, I'm on they scope. It was just a fashion statement when he said that he won't smoke. I got Cubans in Miami, go Aaliyah, rock the boat. I ain't never waving banners on Manhattan till I go. I be all about my section, I be places where it's snow. They be stuck in California, I just smoked they latest dro. Seen a nigga turn fiend, celebrated like a loke. Did 100 in the Lotus, celebrated with my bro. We ain't with no petty beefing cause we out here getting dough. Like I got something to prove, like I'm Kobe with the fro. Niggas out here chasing rings, like they drafted to the pros. Pink toes, dirty snow, yeah there's money on the flow.
What's the good old deal? It's your boy Young and Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young and Hefe, and I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. So look, we all know it's a million things on social media that I and or you can speak about. So I don't want to ever, and it has nothing to do with the audience and or anybody, but I just don't ever want to be up here gossiping just to be gossiping. You know, sometime you would catch that gossip bug in all your quietness and just start indulging in things and invading other things. So I'm always mindful for myself, first and foremost, before I choose a segment to blog on, or whether it's just something that's just itching out me and I gotta speak on it. So I was going down the social media little panel, and I had been seeing these interviews, I'm saying, pertaining to Lul Tim and the account pertaining to his view on the Quando Rondo / King Von situation. Now, I'm going to go ahead and drop 2 segments. And you already know it's the halfway and the half effect we're going to commentate.
Now that King Von died, how'd you feel?
At that moment, I still didn't know exactly who he was. I just knew like they were saying like someone had died. So, and then it's like they had me in custody. So it's like I couldn't even see the TV and stuff. So I really don't know who they talking about. I just know they kept saying some rapper came in here last night and died. So I really didn't know who they actually was talking about. So, but in my mind, when I'm waking up, I know what happened last night. But in my mind, I just know like shit, I was just protecting my little brother.
When you did finally find out that it was King Von who died, how'd you feel?
I was like, damn. If Brian did that stupid shit last night, his ass still would have been alive. That's how I was. But I was like, shit, a nigga ain't no the type person I am. Like, I'm a humble person. I ain't no disrespectful shit to like his mama saying fuck him and shit like that. Cause I could easily get on that type of stuff and be clout chasing type shit. Like, I ain't on that type shit. I'm a humble person, but it's like, at the end of the day, if they ain't never popped that shit off, that shit would have never happened like that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, a lot of people actually compare this to the Tupac situation, where Pac went and jumped on somebody on a crip that he should have put his hands on, and shortly afterwards, they go back and they end up killing him. Do you see comparisons to your situation and what happened to Pac?
Yeah, not 100%, but pieces. Yeah.
Yeah, because it didn't happen right away. It happened a few hours later.
Yeah.
But ultimately, the same result.
Yeah.
Someone jumps on someone they shouldn't jump on, and that person, along with his crew, retaliate, which ends up, in the demise of the person who did it. If Pac never jumped on Orlando, he'd be doing movies right now and albums.
What was the reason Pac did it, though?
Oh, I can tell you that. I know this story inside and out. So what happened was there was a beef that was happening between Death Row and Bad Boy. And the rumor was that Diddy had put a bounty on Death Row chains. So a guy was at the mall in Compton, and a bunch of Southside Crips jumped on him and tried to take his chain. Right? Whether they took it or not is a little bit of a fuzzy story. But what happened was that night at the casino, the guy who got jumped saw Orlando, who jumped him, and told Suge and Pac and everyone, oh, that's the dude that jumped me and tried to take my chain. And Pac instantly went after that guy, Orlando, and attacked him.
Not saying Pac was in it right, but Pac wanted to be there for his guy.
Right.
Not saying it's the right thing to do, but I'm just saying he wanted to be there for his guy. See, that's why I say it has some similarities and some not.
What's the good old big deal? Y'all already know it's your boy Hef right back at y'all. So, as y'all see, I placed that segment there for Lil Tim to speak. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't already caught that interview on Vlad, it did a lot of views. I'm pretty sure some of y'all already viewed that. And for the ones that didn't view it, even if you did view it, you know what I'm saying? Now you're going to get the Hef effect and my take on the situation. Now, it seems like, Lil Tim is a genuine dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him, you know what I'm saying? From black or white, you know what I'm saying? From paint or stink, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who the dude is, you feel me? I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all just becoming familiar with the guy, you know what I'm saying, pertaining to this Quando Rondo and King Von situation. This situation is tragedy, I don't have to play it for y'all, putting on the screen for y'all. That was a major loss, you feel me? For the culture, you feel me, and as well for his mother and family, his kids and stuff like that. But as well, we got to be mindful, you know what I'm saying, of what we doing and how we moving, you know what I'm saying, at a certain age, you know what I'm saying, you just got to have the substance in knowing when to leap and when not to leap. And we all know King Von was wrong in that situation, you know what I'm saying, he started to beef up. For whatever reason, these rappers, you know what I'm saying, I guess it's a part of the promo, you know what I'm saying, and awarded fame and things and whatnot like that because, like, bro, come on, you already got enough beef in Chicago to be trying to start beef with an NBA young boy and Quando Rondo way across in Georgia and in New Orleans. You feel me? Like, you got a lot of stuff to worry about, with your name ringing and people saying you a shooter and stuff and whatnot like that. So it really looks like Lil Tim was just really protecting King Von. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't know that it was King Von. Probably didn't know it was King Von from what he say. He just see a dude hop out, a scuffle in golf. You know what I'm saying? Fire start coming out. He got that thing on him. He ain't playing. He got to protect himself. You know what I'm saying? And really in their hometown of Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's Atlanta or Savannah, that's his backyard. So you got to be watchful and mindful when coming to people's states and our towns with the rah-rah. It just is what it is. So what really drew me in and stands out to me is when Lil Tim say, like, he a humble dude, and if anybody know him, they know he humble. He don't even be on the rah-rah. And he's asked by Vlad, how did he feel when he found out it was a rapper and it was King Von? And he was just pretty much like, it was what it was. Like, if bro wouldn't did that shit, he'd still be here. Which is rightfully so. Now, my thing in all humbleness, I can't tell nobody how to be humble. We all have different perspectives on what's real, who's real, what's snitching, what's dry snitching, kind of snitching, if we gonna let this go, and stuff or whatnot like that. Now, in all his humbleness, I just feel that he shouldn't even took this Vlad interview The Vlad interview is like was killing the humbleness. And all his steadfastness and laid backness and rightful so to act in the way he act, the Vlad interview is taken away from the humbleness because why even get on this platform and parade that around? I don't think Vlad can pay you no money to get you on his camera to voice and even speak of this situation for the world because that's not the world business. Quando Rondo is another one, you know what I'm saying? But what I could say, Quando Rondo was reaching out, trying to kill the situation, Big Bro and Lil Durk and all type of stuff, and you know they just wasn't trying to hear it or whatever the case may be. But Quando Rondo, I don't know how much money he got. They say Young Boy gave him $1 million off the back, but he got too much money to even be on camera, except in these interviews. They can't pay you no amount of money. I don't care if they told you, I got a 10-piece for you. I want the story arc. It got to be something big to get these dudes on camera doing these interviews unless they just want to get their story out and kind of troll to a degree in their humbleness and like, well, he shouldn't have tried his hand. So with that being said, Vlad tried to make the comparisons that this is like the Tupac murder, you feel me? So he give his account of the Tupac murder. We all know what happened as far as with that, with Orlando and everything like that. And little dude is like kind of like, well, yeah, you know, even though right for wrong, you know, like the only comparisons is that, you know, we both are sticking up for our men. But Tupac kind of had a different reason. A offense already had taken place. And he was told that that was the dude, you know what I'm saying? So he acted versus we getting attacked and playing the defense. All in all, the similarities prevail and come together, and both these profound artists being dead, you know what I'm saying, for wrongful reasons, and they approach.
Well, you said that your mom had to change her whole lifestyle because of the shooting, and she actually had to live to, move to a different location.
Right.
Was it because a bunch of crazy King Von fans were like threatening her and so forth?
I wouldn't say just like fans, but it's just like some people don't take life serious, and I take life serious. So it's like just knowing what's going on, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. If I think I should or not, I'm just go ahead and goddamn make sure and be on the safe side, be on the positive side, and go ahead and make sure you in a better place just in case.
Yeah, that's smart, man. I don't understand why people just sit around for things to happen as opposed to being proactive about certain situations.
Then it's like if it was to happen, I hope it don't, like no jinx or nothing like that. But then if it happened, he like, boom, you knew better. You knew you should have did that. Yeah, so it's like, go ahead and do it.
Now, there was a rumor around this time that there was a $1 million bounty on your head.
Yeah.
Did you hear about it?
Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
It's like damn, at the moment somebody could really want to take that and really try to do something, but it's like at the end of the day, is you gonna be able to go back and get that money? Like, is you gonna make it back home? Cause it's like, it's not like I might just sit here and let no one come kill me. So it's like I'm gonna stand on my 10. I'm gonna stand my ground. So it's like you could try to do what you're trying to do, but is you gonna be able to go get your money? Like, is you gonna be able to make it back home? Is you ever gonna be able to see them $1 million? Like, you could try though, and that would be just your dumb choice. But it's like it ain't that sweet. It ain't just like that. But I just looked at it like, shit, that's their opinion. That what he say. Oh well, like I done been in shit before, and people done say they gonna put money in my head or had money in my head before. It wasn't that much money, but it's not nothing I ain't been through before.
Well, yeah, the rumor was that Quando had the same amount on his head as well.
Yeah, so it's like, it was like at that moment when it first was on, it was more on. So it's like, it was like, try your luck.
You know what's interesting also is when you look at this situation up to this point, you guys are still not the aggressors.
At the end of the day, you feel me?
Okay, so the supposed murder for hire thing is the thing that I really wanted to touch up on. You feel me? So as y'all see, you know what I'm saying, he said he had to move his mama. You know what I'm saying? When he first heard that it was $1 million on his head, that's a serious check and life-changing money for a lot of people. So supposedly $1 million was supposed to be placed on the man's head. First thing he do, rightfully thing he do, was thinking, oh, I got to get moms up out of here. Now, the streets, this how you know the streets be over in certain elements. Like, I don't know if this was told to Vlad when Lul Tim got there, but I believe not so. You know what I'm saying? I believe Vlad had this information probably before this dude even got up here, man. Like a lot of these blog sites be privy to information. So-called street dudes that had turned over. And some of these dudes who still in the closet of street dudes is making phone calls, you know what I'm saying, dropping privy information. You know what I'm saying? They like private investigators and CIs. They like CIs, you know what I'm saying, to these blog sites and stuff like that, because that type of information just don't supposed to be in certain people's hands. Definitely people that's connected to law enforcement, and just definitely civilians, all just civilians, you know, because the civilians, you know, it's a roten rule. The civilians have a right to call the police. It is known that a civilian is going to call the police pertaining to anything that threatens them or gangster or thuggish activity. That's, you know what I'm saying, just what it is. So he moved his moms, got moms out the way, and to him it was just like, whatever, if y'all gonna try y'all hand, try y'all luck, bring it on. You know what I'm saying? Rightfully so. You know, a lot of street dudes, if you really in that street, you know what I'm saying, and have served that street, you know, that's going to be your mentality. You know, it's dog eat dog, it's hard body. War is raw. Raw is war, you know, so we make a lot of these imaginary lines and put like a lot of imaginary rules into place. Oh, don't shoot no kids, or don't do nothing to your mama, which is rightfully so, which would be consciously, righteously to do. But in war, really, like, man, it's like, if I can't get you, people like, man, I'm gonna get the next best person. And who is that? You know, somebody attached to your bloodline or somebody you love, because one of my loved ones gone and I want you to feel this, although I really want you. But you know, if I can kidnap your moms and do something to this, that might do to bring you out. Now, $1 million, man, that ain't just no 100,000, that ain't no 50,000, that ain't no 20,000, that ain't no 10,000, that ain't no 5,000. That's a big bounty. He said he ain't had bounties on his head before. It had been small. There ain't nothing been like no M put on his head. You can't offer no M to no street nigga and have no street nigga serve that purpose and trying to eliminate your problem. When you got money like that and you talking about millions of dollars, that's when you get hired guns, like real professionals. Real professional killers. You know what I'm saying? Them the things you got to look into if that's what you're going to be in that lifestyle. Somebody that ain't going to miss. Somebody that's going to be on the rooftop. Somebody that's going to be in a building or a house far over somewhere looking 50 yards, 20 yards, 30 yards, or however centimeters down that scope. Boom! Nobody know what happened. All was a shot sent from this many yards. You just hear it on the news. Man, I'm not going to no street dude till I hear $1 million, man, murder for hire, you know what I'm saying, allegedly, whoever the person was, you know what I'm saying? We not going to no street dudes with no $1 million when you operating with that type of money. It's a different ball game. It's a different ball game. And so, although he moved his mama to a degree, you know what I'm saying, I can't say he wasn't taking it serious, but to a degree, if yo pay people got a little pay, got a little money, you know what I'm saying, and you warn with some other dudes allegedly that got some paper, of course you got certain amenities. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Quando Rondo probably, you know what I'm saying, paid for mom to get put up, and or, you feel me, got the boy Lil Tim, you know what I'm saying, riding around, you feel me, in Humvees and or bullet plated cars, you know what I'm saying, in case somebody pull up on him and try to get cracking. So Lil Tim, like, you know, based on, you know, I was just playing defense, you know, for anybody that want to come at me, like, I feel it'd be wrong, rightfully so. But if you do decide to come at me, like, are you going to get to collect that $1 million? Or are you going to make it back home? And you can't do nothing but assume the assumption that Lil Tim, got higher guns and our bodyguards around him 24/7. With an M on his head, he has to. So he paying them bodyguards, I'm saying, to take on them rounds. And or backfire. But $1 million is $1 million. So I know he felt some type of way. You know what I'm saying? I know he felt some type of way. And rightfully so, dealing with street dudes. Yeah, you can take that assumption, dealing with street dudes versus, you know what I'm saying, security and marksmen and stuff like that. Like, are you going to make it home? But when you got that higher gun and or that professional killer, it's a whole different other ball game. And that situation should have played different. But I'm going to conclude this here because there's been enough going on, you feel me, pertaining to the situation. And I just wish, man, dudes in these situations would stop getting on these blog sites and talking about the murder. Because just you talking about the murder, although you talking about the defense and how laid back you is, and just you saying stuff like, shit, if he wouldn't try his hand, he'd still be here today. Shit, you know, all in your all humblest is not humble being on these social sites with the Vlads or whoever. I don't care if it was me. Well, whoever, and you giving account of this or talking about that. Like, in your humbleness, you got to be quiet and just let it go. It already happened. If you ain't got the story wasn't meant for you. You was there. You don't owe that to the people or no fan. I'm going to conclude this there. It's your boy, Young and Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail.
Gate, I ain't social media built, and I vouch for my motherfucking self. True street nigga, good in every hood, a little book, smart, extensive vocabulary capacity, and a lot of common sense. 5% fuck nigga, 95% solid nigga. Therefore, if you claiming you 100, you's a goddamn lie. Why? Cause I'm the realest nigga I know.